Hello everyone, myself Akshata Kudwa, MCOM final, MPM Government First Grade College, Karkala. I am here explaining about the topic recipient and work contract reverse charge. Recipient definition: as per section 293 of the Central Goods and Service Tax Act 2017, unless the context otherwise requires, the term recipient of supply of goods or services has been defined as under. Recipient of supply of goods or services or both means where a consideration is payable for the supply of goods or services or both the person who is liable to pay that consideration. In recipient, there is two parts. One is with consideration and another one is without consideration. Here, recipient is a person who pay the consideration for goods or services or both. Example, if Mr. A go to the medical shop and purchases a medicine, here Mr. A is the recipient. Here place of delivery location will not matter. B. Where no consideration is payable for the supply of goods, the person to whom the goods are delivered or made available or to whom possession or use of the goods is given or made available. If a supply of goods are without consideration takes place, in that case, to whom goods are delivered or whom uses that goods is a recipient. Here it is only about the goods. C. Where no consideration is payable for the supply of service, the person to whom the service is rendered. In case of supply of service without consideration, here who receives the service is a recipient. And any reference to a person to whom a supply is made shall be constructed as a reference to the recipient of the supply shall include an agent acting as such on behalf of the recipient in relation to the goods or services or both supplied. If any agent is working on behalf of recipient, he will be a recipient. With consideration or without consideration. In with consideration, a person liable to pay. In without consideration, goods or services. Works contract. A work contract is a mixture of service and transfer of goods. Examples of works contract are the construction of new building, erection, installation of plants and machineries. Works contract means which work related to immovable property and it involves transfer of goods. For example, for works contract, if Mr. X is a contractor in Bangalore, he is awarded with the contract to construct a factory in Bangalore. For the purpose of execution of this contract, he is required to hire labor as well as he needs to purchase goods in order to complete his contract. Works contract under GST. The works contract has been defined in Section 2, subsection 119 of the CGST Act 2017 as works contract means for building construction, fabrication, complication, erection, installation, fitting out, improvement, modification, repair, maintenance, renovation, alternation or commissioning of any immovable property wherein transfer of property in goods, whether as goods or in some other form, is involved in the execution of such contract. Here, a factory is a immovable property, and materials which we need to construct a factory will be a transfer of goods. A work contract is an agreement which is a mixture of service, labor, and transfer of goods in relation to the immovable property. From the definition of works contract, it can be seen that the term works contract has been restricted to the contract for building construction, fabrication, etc. of any immovable property only. Any such composite supply undertaken on goods, say for example a repair or painting work done on any machinery, will not fall within the definitions of terms works contract as under GST. From the definition, we can see that the work contract is only for immovable property and it will not consider any part of the goods or parts of the services. Works contract will be treated as service and tax would be charged accordingly. Next, input tax credit is not available. Revised model GST law mentions that input tax credit is not available for first one works contract services when supplied for the construction of immovable property other than plant and machinery except where it is an input services for further supply of works contract services. Here, if a contractor purchases service or goods except plant and machinery, he will not get the input tax credit. Second one, goods or services received by a taxable person for the construction of an immovable property on his own account, other than plant and machinery, even when used in course or furtherance of business. Here, if a taxable person received goods or services from his own account other than the plants and machinery, that time also he will not get input tax credit. For example, any contractor builder will not enjoy any input tax credit on the input services if he constructs any building, but he will enjoy uh, input tax credit on input services for further supply of works contract or service. Here, contractor or builder is not enjoy any input tax credit if he constructs any building. Input tax credit is available to both a builder and a taxable person while constructing plant and machinery, but input tax credit is not available to any taxable person who construct on his own account even if it is not for business use. Uh, Constructor or a builder, he will not enjoy any input tax credit if he constructs own building, but he enjoy input tax credit on input services like plant and machinery for further supply. Abatement is not mentioned. No abatement has been prescribed for works contract service so far. Previously, VAT was payable on the works contract. Service tax payable at 15% on either 40% on new work or 70% on repair or maintenance work. In case no abatement composition is provided, it may lead to significant increase in tax burden, especially if such works contract is taxed at standard GST rate and even if subject to lower tax rate. Composition scheme is not available. Composition scheme is not available to works contractor as it is treated as services under GST. Composition scheme is only available to suppliers of goods. This will be a big blow to the small subcontractors who cannot opt for the composition scheme. They will be forced to register for normal taxation scheme, increasing their compliances and cost. Here, composition scheme is available only to the suppliers of goods. Here, big blow to the small subcontractors who cannot opt for the composition scheme. Reverse charge. In this mechanism, the recipient pays tax for the supplier and deposits the tax to the authority. Meaning, reverse charge means the liability to pay tax is by the recipient of goods or services instead of the supplier. Reverse charge may be applicable for both the services as well as goods. Here, chargeability gets reversed that it is why it is called that's why it is called as reverse charge. In India, this is a partly new concept introduced under GST. The purpose of this charge is to increase the collection of tax compliances and tax revenues. Before we know about reverse charge, we have to know about the normal charge. In normal charge, if we buy a product or services, we may uh, we pay price fees to the supplier with GST and then supplier pay GST cost to the government. In the reverse charge, in this supply of goods or services to the recipient and receives values or fees without GST. And here charges recipient himself pay GST return on his purchase of goods or services. So we can say that here recipient pay tax instead of suppliers. As per section 298 of the Central Goods and Service Tax CGST Act 2017, the term reverse charge means the liability to pay tax by the recipient of supply of goods or services instead of supplier of goods or services or both. Provision of reverse charge available in service tax for services like reverse charge on services under GST. First one, insurance agent. Here, agents collects insurance from the insurance amount and give it to the LIC office. Here, LIC office pays tax, not an agent. Services of directors to the company. Here, directors only give services to the company, so company pays tax, not directors. Manpower supply. Goods transport agencies. Non-resident services providers. Any service involving aggregators. Reverse charge on the goods under GST. The central government has specified the supply of following goods, tax on which shall be paid on reverse charge basis by the recipient of such goods if he is a registered person. First one, cashew nuts not shelled or peeled. Here supplier need not to pay tax to the government. Here recipient who receives these goods must be paid tax to the government. Beedi wrapper leaves, tobacco leaves, silk yarn, supply of lottery, raw cotton by agriculturist. Likewise, if there are supplies, then GST will be charged on reverse charge. When is reverse charge applicable? Supply from unregistered dealer to registered dealer. If you are a registered dealer who purchases goods services from an unregistered dealer, you as a registered dealer must pay the GST. However, you are exempt from paying GST if your purchases from the unregistered seller do not exceed rupees 5000. If a recipient is a registered dealer and he purchased goods from the unregistered dealer, recipient must pay the GST. Here, exemption limit is 5,000 rupees 5000. Supply of goods and services specified by CBEC. If you are purchasing goods or services which are specified by the CB, CBEC. Under reverse charge, you as a recipient must pay the GST. These include goods transport services, insurance agencies, recovery agencies, legal services, transportation services for imported goods, services provided by an e-commerce operator. In case you are an e-commerce operator supplying services, reverse charge will apply to you. Hence, you as an e-commerce operator are responsible to pay the tax. For example, in case of transport services provided by taxi aggregator Ola, Ola is liable to pay the GST. Registration. As per Section 24 of the CGST Act 2017, a person who is required to pay tax under reverse charge has to compulsorily register under GST irrespective of the threshold limit of registration and threshold limit of 20 lakhs to 40 lakhs, rupees 10 lakhs for special category states except but special category states threshold exemption is increased to rupees 20 lakh as per CGST Act 2018 is not applicable to the reverse charge. Time of supply under reverse charge. Under reverse charge, the time of supply of goods should be earliest of the following dates: date of the recipient of goods, or date on which the payment is made, or date immediately after 30 days from the date of issue of invoice by the supplier, or date of the debit in the books of account. Under reverse charge, time for the supply of goods should be earliest of the following dates. A, in this, whichever is the earliest, it is considered as the time for supply of goods. Under the reverse charge, the time for the supply of services should be earliest of the following dates: date of the recipient of services, or date on which the payment is made, or date immediately after 60 days from the date of issue of invoice by the supplier, date of debit in the books of accounts, or date of debit in the books of accounts. In these four, whichever is the earliest, it can be it is applied to the services. Input tax credit on reverse charge. The recipient can avail input tax credit of GST amount that is paid under reverse charge on the recipient of goods or services by him. GST paid on goods or services under reverse charge is available as ITC to the registered person provided that such goods or services are used or will be used for the business or furtherance of business. Here, input tax credit is available in reverse charge to the registered person who provide goods or services which are used will be used for the business or furtherance of business. GST compensation cess. GST compensation cess also be applicable on reverse charge. This will be applied on all the supplies of goods and services including imports and reverse charge supplies. The purpose is to compensate states for the loss of revenues on implementation of GST gets implemented. Here, GST compensation cess is applied on all the supplies of goods and services, including imports of goods or services, and also to the reverse charge supplies. Thank you.